Hey everyone, Sylvia here. Just recreating a tutorial that I made a few years ago called how to create a Skype call using GarageBand. After going through it myself, I found that GarageBand has changed a lot in its user interface, as well as the two free apps called Soundflower and Line. So while going through the tutorial, I wasn't able to connect it correctly online. I kept getting an echo feedback, unfortunately, and I had to look into it further. And it's, I believe, because of Soundflower not being active anymore and its updates. So it's a very old, out of date application that you would have to install, and it's just not interacting well with Line anymore. I looked into some third-party apps that now actually record Skype calls, which used to not exist, at least back when I created that last tutorial. And what I found were these two Mac compatible apps, and one of them is Windows compatible. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover one of those Mac compatible apps called Siphon 2. I found one other tutorial for MCAM, which is the other app, and I'll have that linked below. It's created by Caleb. The third app is called Pamela, and that's Windows compatible. So if you have a Windows computer, I really encourage you to look into that. Now, one thing to note is these third-party apps, they do cost a fee to get the license of it, and they do have free demos or trials of them that you can use to see if it's right for you, and then you can purchase it. They range from anywhere to $16 to $40. So if you can try them out and then see which one you like best before purchasing. And I believe it's the most practical, easiest way to record a Skype call in this day and age now, instead of using GarageBand and trying to rely on these other applications for free that might not continually be updated. So with that said, I'm gonna move forward with covering the tutorial for Sound Siphon 2. So to get started, go to the statics.com website. From here, you are given the option to download the demo or purchase it. If you use the free demo version, you'll see that the audio has this effect added to it. You can check it out below to see the details on that. So click on download demo and install the package. From there, you'll be prompted to restart your computer, so be prepared to do that. The next step is opening up Sound Siphon, and we'll go ahead and do that from the Applications folder. Click on Sound Siphon, and then obviously if you purchased it, you can put your license number here. For purposes of this tutorial, we will just use the demo version. From here, make sure Sound Siphon is turned on, and you'll see that this area is left blank. What you do is click on the plus sign and type in the file name. So just put test and hit enter. On record to, you can select where you want the file to be saved under. I'll have mine be in the desktop. And then here you can select the audio format. I'll select .wav. Now all you have to do next is input the applications will connect to Sound Siphon. So in this case, I'm using my built-in microphone from my laptop. Usually when you're using an external mic, you'll also connect it through the built-in microphone, or you'll see it selected down here. The second app would be Skype, which is the app that the audio will be recorded from. Now the next step is just recording and opening up Skype. So if you haven't already, go to Skype and add Echo123 as a contact. Right here. And here you can add them as a user automatically. Let's go back to Sound Siphon and click on the recording button. Again, it'll ask you what name you want to save it as and where, as well as if you want to customize when to start and stop the recording. Now we'll just test it out from here.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3.
If you are able to hear your own voice, then you have configured Skype correctly.
Awesome, so let's go back here and then stop the recording. Click on this icon and you should see that it's saved automatically. And we can open that up. Now we'll just test it out from here.
Beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. So it seems to be working fine. As you see, the sound kind of dipped, and that's what happens when you have the free demo version, but it should go away upon getting the license. I'm going to show you some troubleshooting tips that I think would be useful in case all these steps didn't work for you when going through Sound Siphon. So this is just a small troubleshooting section of some of the things that I ran into along the way when configuring an external microphone. So some tips that you should do in case that you're running into issues is one, look at your sound preferences. Under System Preferences, you click on Sound. And then here you'll see an option under Input as the internal microphone. If you're using external mic, you'll see it listed here. So select that. Output should have Sound Siphon out right there. Another tip is also going to Skype and seeing what the preferences are on there. So open that up, and under Audio and Video, you should see microphone selected as in my case, it's the built-in microphone. And then speakers would be the Sound Siphon out as well. And then the third tip is checking out the preferences here. The output device would be built-in output. Now, if you've tried all those things and you're still running into issues, I would just make sure that you have the right applications set up correctly in here. Again, when I was using my external microphone, I also had the built-in mic selected and Skype, and it seemed to have worked. I thought I would have it shown down here, but I actually just had it under built-in microphone. It might be different in your case depending on which microphone you use, but that's just from my own personal experience. I would also just look into their FAQs on statics.com. And if you can't find anything in the support page, then you can go ahead and contact them and they'll help you out. Or you can also leave a comment on the video and me or someone in the community can help out. But this would be pretty much the last resort, is contacting them. So I hope you got a lot of value from this short video tutorial. Again, I really think it's a good decision to invest into a third-party software compared to an app like GarageBand and relying on open source software that might not be updated later on, and it wouldn't be as reliable because of changes in the user interface with GarageBand, which is no longer free, by the way, for newer Macs and like iMacs and MacBooks. So anyways, feel free to subscribe if you want more tutorials on tech or code, and we'll talk soon.